Mr. Ashutush Bhatawadekar. He is an agile enthusiast and whatnot. I mean, he works as a mentor, he works as a guide. So I'm the one person who is getting trained mentee with him. So if I will start introduce Ashutosh, I mean words are very, I will short of words to have that. With Enrich experience, more than 25 plus years now, Ashutosh comes with a very diverse and very vast experience on how can we implement or inculcate transformations at various enterprise agile transformations at enterprise level. Also, he comes with a very good experience along with how can we inculcate emotional intelligence at workplaces. And today's workshops where we are going to gather those insights and nuggets of wisdom. So we welcome you, Ashutosh, and over to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So, good afternoon, everyone. Yeah. नमस्कार 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 सगळेजण. ओके, मी तुम्हाला सहज स्वागत करतो ह्या 1.5 तासाच्या प्रोग्रामसाठी इमोशनल इंटेलिजन्स. ओके, आणि मी मातृभाषांनी आधी सुरुवात करतोय. तर फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल एपीजेचं खूप खूप धन्यवाद. त्यांनी मला हे याच्यासाठी सिलेक्ट केलं ह्या प्रोग्रामसाठी. मला वाटलं नव्हतं हा प्रोग्राम सिलेक्ट होईल, पण हा झाला आहे सिलेक्ट. Okay, so on that note, I start with my session. Okay, enriching your emotional intelligence. It's not a basic program, let me tell you. It's not about what emotional intelligence is. It is about how you apply emotional intelligence into real world scenarios. Okay, credits. Okay, I come from a project which is, so I am basically a part of a media industry right now. Okay, I am doing projects for the media industry, which was a unique revelation for me also. Till I joined my current organization, I had no clue about media industry. But the current engagement where I'm working, I actually came to know, right, what is the role of a guest role in a movie. I think you would have seen the guest role, right? Guest role क्या होता है? Okay, then you would have seen editor का क्या role होता है, right? Hair stylist का क्या role होता है? इस पे हम लोग काम करते हैं agile में. Okay, of course I can't reveal the client name here because of confidentiality agreement. But since it's a movie, we begin with a standard disclaimer in a movie. What is that standard disclaimer? Anyone knows? You watch movies, right? Any resemblance to people living or dead or events is what? So that rule is negated here. That rule is completely negated here. These are all real examples what I am taking. So if you find that you are that person, you were that person. ऐसा हो सकता है कि आप वो बंदे होंगे. So this is not a work of fiction. I start with that. All names, character, places and incidents are real events. Okay, and which have occurred with real people, and any resemblance to actual events, locations or persons living or dead is purely intentional. जानबूझ के ये डाला हुआ है, जानबूझ के ये प्लांट किया हुआ है. Okay, and then of course credits. She is the one who has designed this workshop. I got an opportunity to present it here. Okay, so credit to her, Dr. Swapna Bhatawadekar. So she has designed this program. So obviously, I'm going to present it based on her creativity, what she has done with it. Okay, so let us start. Some basic guidelines about the agenda. I mean, yes, there could be plus or minuses of the time which is there. But one important thing is, each one of you will have to present something. Okay, so what I would request is you can sit in groups. And we'll tell you what exactly it has to be done as a part of this presentation which will be there. Okay, so I'll tell you what exactly you have to present, in what format you have to present, and what are the things you'll be working upon as a part of this journey what is there. Okay, emotional intelligence सबको पता है यहाँ पे? What is emotional intelligence? Can anyone define? What is emotional intelligence? Yes, anyone? Come on guys, I know you had a very nice lunch. आज डेजर्ट में वैसे रसमलाई थी. How many of you had rasmalai, by the way? No? So you are emotionally charged up, right? Yes, go ahead. Yeah, ma'am, you were saying something. No, define emotional intelligence. I am a layman. मुझे नहीं पता emotional intelligence क्या, आप समझाइए मुझे. Okay. Okay. How do you understand your emotions and respond to those emotions? That is one part of the equation of emotional intelligence. There's other side to it also, which is about this very famous model. I think all of you have seen this 2 by 2 quadrant model. What is there? Self-awareness is what you said. And please also let me know your name when you speak. Sorry? Suchita. So self-awareness, this is the basic part of it. I don't even know I'm aware about it. I might get angry at her, but I don't even know कि मैं angry हो रहा हूँ. Okay, that is self-awareness. Self-management or self-control. मुझे पता है कि अगर मैं ये बोलूँगा तो anger हो जाएगा, तो मैं बोलता ही नहीं हूँ वो, चुप बैठे रहो. Okay, self-awareness, self-management, social awareness and relationship management. So the peak of emotional intelligence is how you are able to apply it in getting relationships built. As coaches, as leaders, as managers, we have to ultimately build relationship with our team members. And today morning only I was discussing with her. Today, the longevity of an employee is not measured by the number of months or years he is with you. You measure longevity with the depth of the relationship what you have. How deep that relationship was, right? Whether it is personal relationship, you know, right? I mean, Gen Z, they actually can have a boyfriend and break it off within a few seconds. I'm not even talking about weeks or days. One small second and the relationship breaks off. So it's the depth of relationship which matters, not the longevity. Yes, I come from an organization where there have been people working for 20, 25 years, 30 years. There are people I know in my organization who actually graduated from college and they are still, they have never made a resume in their entire life. They were picked up from campus and they are still working there. But that's a different story. I think that era is slowly going off. We today are in an era where we have to build the depth of the relationship, what is there. That is the core message which I'm trying to build here. So you might have a team member who's there for only 3 months. It could be a contracting job which you have hired. But how do you apply this emotional intelligence into that situation, right? So we'll try to understand that. And of course, some standard literature around it, the term coined by John Mayer and Pete Salovey. But the real meat of emotional intelligence comes from this person, Daniel Goleman. He has written a very beautiful book on emotional intelligence. Do read that book whenever you get time, right? One warning, people, anyone suffering from sleeping disorder here? If you read this book, no need to take any medicine. Okay, I can guarantee you that. So it will take some time for you to basically get accustomed to that book, what is there. Okay, so this is the basics of emotional intelligence, what is there. So if I were to put it, more than emotional intelligence, it is about emotional equilibrium. And while we know the left-hand side of the story, I think everyone in this audience knows the left-hand side of the story. That I'm frustrated, and why I'm frustrated, it could be because of a toxicity at my work culture. It could be because of lack of awareness, missing empathy, or lack of social skills. Multiple reasons why I'm unhappy at workplace. The real problem for that equilibrium is emotional excitement. Anyone knows what is emotional excitement? Emotional excitement? I'm sure all of us have experienced this. Anyone remembers this date? 15th November 2023. क्या हुआ था? भूल गए इतनी जल्दी? क्या हुआ था 15 November? Demonetization नहीं था? We lost the match. Sir, 15th November 2023 World Cup final कब हुआ था? Emotional excitement की बात हो रही है. Okay, India-Pakistan match इसके पहले हुआ था. ChatGPT launched. No, it is related to cricket only. India won the semi-final against New Zealand, and that was the 10th consecutive win. 1.4 billion population of this country, including Mr. Ashutush Bhatawadekar, was in an emotional excitement state. Why? Why were we all in an emotional excitement state? कहाँ हराया था? 10 मैचेस जीते थे ना हमने पहले वाले. Last World Cup. That was not the reason for emotional excitement. Huh? Not only we went in final, सबने सोचा वर्ल्ड कप तो अब हमारा ही है, हमारा ही है वर्ल्ड कप, अब कौन रोकेगा? ऑस्ट्रेलिया. एंड बाय द वे, यस, गो गुड. वो ठीक है, वो सब हो गया, वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड हो गया, सब हो गया. Not only that, 10 consecutive wins. जो भी आता है ऑस्ट्रेलिया, बाय द वे उसका दूसरा मैच दूसरे दिन था. If you remember very closely, ऑस्ट्रेलिया साउथ अफ्रीका मैच दूसरे दिन था. लोग बोलने लगे कोई भी आ जाए हम हरा देंगे. 19 नवंबर क्या हुआ? 6 o'clock in the evening, I was with her watching match. I said टीवी बंद करो अभी. 240 on board. after the end of first innings. Right? That is emotional excitement. Many times we fall into the trap of emotional excitement also. So it's not just emotional frustration. मुझे लगता है कि अरे मेरा सैलरी राइज होने वाला है, 20% सैलरी राइज होगा, आता है 2% लेटर. बॉस ने बहुत अच्छा बोला है मेरे बारे में. You get into an excitement mode. कुछ लोग तो पार्टी भी दे देते हैं पहले. Only to realize that excitement is also a problem. So it's not just emotional frustration. It's the emotional excitement which comes into the way. That is also another problem. That is also another side of the problem. What is there? I'm sure you have faced emotional excitement situations apart from cricket. At your workplace, at your basically life, personal life also. Personal life, right? ये गाड़ी हम ले ही लेंगे अभी. Only to realize वो गाड़ी आता ही नहीं है कभी घर पे. Right? So that is emotional excitement. So obviously you need a balance between the two. You need a balance between your emotional frustration and emotional excitement. That has to be a perfect, of course, equilibrium कभी होता नहीं है, but you have to have that perfect balance between the two, what is there. Okay, moving ahead. So something very interesting, it is emotional intelligence is not about not being angry. आप कभी नहीं बोल सकते कि बंदा कभी angry होगा ही नहीं. That is a wrong notion. Or it's not about people not laughing at a joke. It is the right amount of balance what is needed, which is what this quote talks about, right? Anybody can become angry, that's easy. Even I can become angry, you can become angry. But to be angry with the right person, to the right degree and at the right time, and the right purpose, is not within everybody's domain, right? Okay, okay, I forgot to give a disclaimer, don't try these techniques with your spouses. One disclaimer, okay? But that is what it is, right? That is what the right equilibrium. The right set of equilibrium is what is the answer. That is what is the answer what we need to have. You don't manage your emotions, you balance them. You never manage emotions. You have to balance those emotions between that zone of excitement and the zone of frustration what is there. That is where you have to build that equilibrium around that entire journey what is there. Okay, so now coming to my earlier question which I was asking people, now that we have a big audience, how many of you are good in mathematics? Okay, what is the difference between a variable and a constant? अभी ये बोलेंगे कहाँ चले गए suddenly? Variable क्या होता है? Constant क्या होता है? One at a time, please. One at a time. So husband is wrong, wife is right is a variable or a constant? Variable? Constant. So what is variable in this equation, husband and wife? Wife is a variable. Oh wow, this is interesting. This is interesting. I never expected this. Sir, can I have your name? Your wife is not here, I think. Can I have your name, sir? Rajiv? Rajendra. I'll connect with you on LinkedIn and I'll make sure that this message goes to your spouse. You're married, by the way? I didn't ask that question. Are you married? Okay. Okay, great. Okay. Recording हो रहा है. Okay. So yes, variable is something which changes. Constant is something which remains static, right? That is the basic mathematics fundamentals we all have learned. Okay. And we have solved lot of equations in our career. Right? Engineering people would have solved multiple papers of mathematics, M1, M2, M3. I'm taking you back to your college days. या 10th, भले आपने आर्ट्स किया होगा 10th तक तो मैथमेटिक्स था ही, right, in the country, right? And yes, I know it is not easy to solve equations, it is not easy to solve numericals around it, but now I'm taking you into another or charting you to another territory which is called as emotional equations. This is inspired from this book. This is inspired from this book by Chip Conley. You know who Chip Conley was? Any idea who was he? Project manager, coach. कौन है ये बंदा? You'll be surprised to know his background. He actually is one of the founders of the biggest hotel chains in the world. Similar to Airbnb. I mean, the concept is similar to Airbnb. He's founded the luxury residences. And he personally went through these financial crises around 10 to 12 years back, which is where he discovered this tool called as emotional equations. Okay, and now we are going to understand what these emotional equations are all about. Not only we are going to understand, we are going to solve emotional equations. That's why I asked you maths किसका किसका अच्छा है. Okay, I am also going to give you an opportunity to design your own emotional equation for the situation which is going to be shown there. So आपको दो चीजें करनी पड़ेंगी. एक तो जो existing emotional equation है उसमें से एक pick करना पड़ेगा. You have to pick one of the emotional equations what is there which resembles to that situation what is there, and don't worry, we are there to guide you with that how you can do it. Secondly, can you design your own emotional equation for that situation? Remember, your role is going to be that of a coach. All of you are playing the role of a coach. Remember that. Okay? All of you are playing the role of a coach. What is there? So before I move ahead, थोड़ा पैसा की भी बात हो जाए. Can you please donate some money? अरे जो GPay पे? No, just kidding. This is not a GPay account. This is not my GPay account. Those of you who can scan this code, try doing it. There is a file which will get downloaded on your phone. Don't worry, it's not a GPay account. मेरा GPay account नहीं है वो. Okay? If it is possible, otherwise it's okay. Even if it is not there, it's okay. You can scan this QR code. And are you able to locate the file? Perfect. Just keep that file with you for the moment. Just keep that file with you for the moment. And you can download the file. Please don't delete it, okay? बाकियों को प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा. Okay, fine. So what are these emotional equations all about? I talked about this book. Okay, simple formulas to help life work better, to help your life work better. That is the tagline of this book. And if you read this book, there are 17 equations what he has given. There are 17 equations what he has given, and I have these 17 equations with me here. Okay, now the way these equations are, it's something very, very interesting. Let me tell you how these equations are. Each of this card has got a different color. Like there are cards which are blue in color. If you even observe the soft file, there are cards which are blue in color. There are cards which are yellow in color, pink, and basically white. You can see in the file also. Each of the card is color coded, and there is a footnote there. There is a footnote at the below of the card. Like the blue color card says dealing with difficult times. That is what the blue color card is saying. Yellow card is saying getting the most out of your work life. The pink color card is saying dealing with who you are. Okay, and the last but not the least is finding contentment. There is a message there. Can you locate that message? Those of you have downloaded the file, you will see that. In any case, I'll make sure that there are 10 cards, there are 7 to 8 cards which are set up there. Okay, so that is one thing which is there. To be slow. Have to be a little slow. Okay, okay. So basically that is what we have. We have these cards which are there, and we will be using these cards for equations which are there. We'll be using these. Each of these card has got an equation which is there. Okay, so let us understand. Let us see what is in store. And by the way, I have some goodies for you. जो अच्छा equation बनाएगा उसको prize मिलेगा. Okay, जो बुरा equation मिलेगा उसको कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. Okay, so there are some goodies for all of you. For basically earning those equations. Okay, so you'll have to earn those equations as a part of it. So these are the 17 equations which are there. Don't worry, I know it's a small font. That's why I've given you that link. What is there? Everyone knows. I'm assuming here plus minus क्या होता है life में, right? Plus करोगे तो add होता है, minus करोगे तो subtract होता है. Square root से क्या होता है, by the way? Anyone remembers mathematics? Square root. उसमें square root भी है, by the way. Division तो है ही, square root भी है उस equation में. So what I'm trying to tell you is when you're forming your own equation, use any of the mathematical operators which are there. Plus, minus, multiplication, division, square root, cube भी उसमें I think square है, cube नहीं है. But you can use cube also if you want. Okay, so feel free to use those equations which are there. I was talking about this book, and basically these emotional equations help people to understand their emotional patterns, how they are behaving. And one very important thing in these emotional equations, there is one constant and there could be one variable what is there. Remember that. That's why I asked the question, do you know the difference between a variable and a constant? So there will be a variable, there will be a constant. As a coach, what will be your mantra to the coachee between variable and constant? What will be the mantra to your coachee? Any guesses? Don't worry about the constant. Focus on variables. अरे बॉस तो पागल ही है, छोड़ दो उसको. तुम अपना काम करो, right? तुम अपना काम करो, right? वो तो he's as it is not going to be happy. We all know the standard bell curve, right? कितना भी अच्छा करोगे तो आपको वो तो पहले से, एंड वी ऑल नो विद ड्यू रिस्पेक्ट कि कहाँ पे आपको बैठना है बेल कर्व में, राइट? इट इज द नोन रियलिटी बिफोर द परफॉर्मेंस अप्रेजल स्टार्ट्स, राइट? सो अब अपना काम करते रहो, राइट? एंड देन डोंट वरी अबाउट द constants are going to remain in life, right? We may not have the power to change the constants which are there. Okay. So आपको इंक्रीमेंट लेटर मिला नहीं है क्या इस साल? कि कौन, किसका क्वेश्चन है? Who's asked? पंकज नहीं, अच्छा ही asked. Okay, okay. You are from Infosys. I thought ये TCS में किसने पूछा? Anyway, सैलरी लेटर मिला आपको? You got the salary? No. Okay. So then it is constant. Okay. Cognizant, right? सैलरी मिलेगा कि नहीं वो भी अच्छा डाउट है. ओके, ठीक है, लेट्स सी. Okay, so and the problem is we are mostly reactive with our emotions rather than being proactive or conscious about it. So we are going to talk about the power of emotions which are there, and we'll try to understand through some scenarios which are there. Okay, we'll take up some scenarios. There will be a scenario which will be displayed on the screen, and read it first. Try to read it first what that scenario is, and then we will see how we can formulate an equation out of it. Okay, so I think everyone has downloaded this which is there. Okay, now this is a very interesting scenario which happened in my early career days. Word of caution, in those days mobile phones were not there. You have to transport yourself into the era of late 90s, early 2000, when mobile phones were just coming in India. नहीं तो आप बोलोगे मोबाइल क्यों नहीं किया इस पागल बंदे ने? मोबाइल था ही नहीं उस वक्त, डेस्क फोन्स थे उस वक्त. There we had desk phones. We had a culture of desk phones. अब आपको desk पे phone करना पड़ता था. Now let me read this scenario. Okay, so there are two people in this. One is a senior team member. He is a problem solver and a helper. कोई भी problem आता है सबसे पहले पहुंच जाता है problem solve करने को. Too much goody person. Okay, आपका एक comma missing होगा C++ program में, and it was a C++ program incidentally. तो वो आके वो आपके करेक्ट कर देगा कि आपने सिंटैक्स डाला नहीं है, कॉमा भूल गए आप. ओके, एंड देन देयर इज अ जूनियर डेवलपर. नाउ व्हाई आई एम गिविंग सम वेरी डिटेल्ड इंफॉर्मेशन इज दिस पर्सन usually used to go for lunch at 12:30 p.m. He was an early kind of a person who used to go for lunch at 12:30 to 1:30. The junior developer obviously was a lazy person. 1:30, 2, 2:30 कभी भी लंच को जाता था वो. Okay, now let us read that scenario. Can you all read that scenario at the back? If you can read that scenario, I'll just pause it for a few seconds here. Sorry? We can dim the light? Okay. I hope people won't sleep. Or that's a feedback. I'll explain the scenario also in any case. So Monday morning there was a task to be done which was assigned to Amit. In those days we didn't have an agile way of working. तो आप बोलोगे अमित को assign कैसे किया task? ओके, असाइन हुआ था, प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर ने टास्क असाइन किया था. इट वाज सपोज्ड टू बी कंप्लीटेड बाय फ्राइडे. नाउ दिस पर्सन अमित वाज स्ट्रगलिंग फ्रॉम डे वन टू अंडरस्टैंड ये करना क्या है इसमें, व्हाट आर वी सपोज्ड टू डू इन दिस प्रॉब्लम, ये प्रोग्राम में करना क्या है इसमें. इज इट क्लियर नाउ? ओके, अमित वाज नॉट क्लियर एंड अमित वाज फ्रस्ट्रेटेड. वेडनेसडे 11 o'clock 10 o'clock वो प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व ही नहीं हुआ, एंड अमित डिसाइडेड दैट ही वुड अप्रोच राज फॉर हेल्प if he is unable to solve the problem. That is what he decided. Okay, so 12:20 p.m. on Wednesday, Amit goes to Raj and tells him that, you know what, I'm badly stuck. Can you help me? Can you help me solve this problem? Raj says, okay, fine, I will do that. I will solve the problem for you. Okay, बीच में एक phone call आता है राज को. Raj gets a phone call and he says, आज नहीं हो पाएगा. That's the only thing we hear. It's not a mobile phone जो speaker phone पे जा सकता है. Okay, although the old phones did have a speaker phone facility, I'm just telling you the situation here. Okay, and he said आज नहीं आ पाएंगे. Okay, I cannot make it today. Okay, 12:45 another call comes to Raj that can you please come. He says no, I can't come today. Okay, and the problem is solved at 3:35 p.m. तो दोनों lunch को जाते नहीं है 3:35 p.m. तक. Even for Raj it took lot of time to solve the problem. Okay, and yes, happy going, problem solve हो गया, सब कुछ ठीक हो गया. बाद में अमित को पता चलता है कि राज एक्चुअली मिस्ड, एंड बाय द वे राज यूज्ड टू गो फॉर लंच विद हिज एक्स टीम मेंबर्स, विद हिज एक्स प्रोजेक्ट टीम मेंबर्स यूज्ड टू गो टू लंच. ओके, बाद में अमित को पता चलता है कि राज एक्चुअली मिस्ड अ बर्थडे पार्टी ऑफ वन ऑफ हिज क्लोजेस्ट फ्रेंड. ओके, इज द सिचुएशन क्लियर टू एवरीवन? एनी डाउट? तब पता चलता है. एंड नाउ राज गेट्स इनटू अ मूड कि मैं आज के बाद किसी से भी हेल्प नहीं मांगूंगा. Amit gets into the mode that आज के बाद मैं किसी से भी हेल्प नहीं मांगूंगा, मैं अपना अपना करूंगा. Okay, now your task is, now comes the real place where the rubber hits the road. Either you pick up the cards. Anyone wants these physical cards? Yeah, I'll just pass on few of them. Okay, your job is to pick out, and you can use the chart paper also. I know it will be dark a little bit, but you can just take this. Can you just pass it? Yeah, just pass on few of them at the back also. Some, yeah. So your job is to find out which equation matches this. Yeah. Which equation out of these cards matches this? The cards are numbered from 1 to 17. The cards are numbered from 1 to 17. और भी है इधर, किसको चाहिए तो? Yes. One to Kamal. One to Kamal. Yeah. अच्छा. नहीं अर्जुन, एक है. Only one we have. That's okay. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Which equation? So you got the problem. You are going to coach whom? Whom are you coaching? Amit. हाँ, वो ध्यान रखना, नहीं तो कुछ और solution आ जाएगा. You are coaching Amit. What is Amit saying? आज के बाद I am not going to ask anyone for help in my life. Can we have the mics here, please? Mics. Okay. I'll just zoom in these. Sorry? Go back to that problem. Yes. Mic then I go. We'll just wait. Let them do it. Anyone has identified the equation? So Pankaj, maybe you can give the mic to Pankaj. So which one you are picking? You can show the card to everyone if you have the card.
No card, but three number.
Equation number 3.
Okay. Let us see what is equation number 3. Equation number 3 is regret is equal to disappointment plus responsibility.
Yes, that's the one.
Can you tell me the reason why you have picked up that?
So we think that in case of Amit, once he found out that Raj had to miss the important lunch, he had to go, he was disappointed, and that really caused a regret in him, and then it also got birth to a responsibility that I am the owner of my own problems, I need to solve them on my own. So that's the interpretation.
Okay, but then he's saying that I'm not going to seek help from anyone in my entire life. Does this equation solve that problem? I'm just asking, I may be wrong. Anyone else with a different equation for this problem? Yes, you can give it to her.
So yeah, I think it's 3 and 10 for me. It's a combination of those two.
Authenticity.
Yeah, he's somewhere aware that, because of him, Raj missed the lunch or the party.
Okay, so look at equation number 10. Authenticity is equal to self-awareness multiplied by courage. So which is constant, which is variable in this equation, this 10th one? Self-awareness into courage.
Self-awareness is constant.
Self-awareness is constant.
Yeah.
So probably for Amit, you'll have to build the courage.
Right.
You'll have to build the courage. That has to go up. And this is a constant. Right? 3 multiplied by 2 or 3 multiplied by 8. We have to make that 2 to 8. 3 is a constant. So self-awareness is a constant. That won't change. But courage is what probably you will coach to Amit. You will coach more of courage to Amit is what I can see. Yeah, any other thoughts? Yes?
I think that our anxiety, uncertainty and powerlessness.
Yes, please speak up.
So why I feel anxiety here, because I'm taking a decision based on certain emotion here, saying that okay, I'm not going to take any help, but I'm not certain about anything that what I'm going to do, and because I took a help, I feel a little bit powerless, and now he has solved the problem, but but I'm not completely aware about that, how I'm going to solve in the future. So I don't have that kind of liberty with me. So that is what I feel about anxiety can be suited more here.
That is authenticity, but. Anxiety. Anxiety is uncertainty into powerless. That's
Right.
what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So uncertainty is obviously variable.
Right.
Powerlessness is a constant again. Okay. So you have to work in that equation. You have to go in that equation, variable versus constant. कुछ चीजें change नहीं हो सकती मतलब नहीं हो सकती, right? Right. So that is what it can be. Any other thoughts? Any other thoughts on this? Anyone would like to attempt to make your own equation for this situation? Please feel free to do that. You can take the paper from here and decide to do that, or you can do it on a notepad also there. Yes.
Maybe just to get a clarification. So you are asking the equations for the situation which Amit rating or the improvement which.
So obviously, as a coach, when you identify the equation, that will be your coaching plan.
Coaching plan.
That is what you will use as a coaching plan, as these people explained. As these people explained, so basically that will be one variable and one constant is there, and that is how you will have to do it. I'll come here and talk. I think that will be better in the middle. Yeah. So you have to identify one equation, and yes, go ahead, ma'am. Sorry, thriving. Oh, sorry. Thriving. Okay. What is the thriving equation?
That is the frequency of positive by frequency of negative divided
Frequency
by
of positivity divided by
frequency of negativity.
Okay.
The frequency of positivity includes that he needs to improve in problem solving, whereas the frequency of negativity also lies when he thinks that he should not take help from anyone of his because of the single situation.
Correct. So basically you have to reduce the negative, and the denominator has to be reduced. Numerator has to be increased. In the mathematical language.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. You got it, how it is used, how these equations are used. I mean, more than, so there is no right or a wrong answer for this. Just try to understand, there is no right or a wrong answer for this. What matters here is picking up the right equation and applying it to that situation and framing your coaching construct based out of that.
Yes.
Okay, that is what it is all about. Yes. It can increase, yes. Self-awareness can increase when you go into a coaching intervention. I'm assuming that the person has remained static, but if you go into a coaching intervention, self-awareness can go in and it can increase. In that case, both can be variable also, yes. Not necessarily that, but I'm just talking the way it has been constructed. Mostly it is variable and constant. See, as a coach, we have to also understand that there are some things which cannot change, right? There are some things which are in our control. So maybe in that particular situation, one of them could end up becoming a constant what is there. Yes, Rishma? Yes, please announce. Please take the mic, yeah. You have a new equation for this situation. Yes?
So it's the respect that Raj gained is a result of him having the back for Amit into the timeliness.
Okay.
Right.
So respect is equal to?
Having someone's back into timeliness.
Into timeliness. Okay, fair enough. Let's have a clap for her. Yeah.
Thank you.
Try to form such equations. Yeah, I think you have to be a little slower, I know. I have to control myself more than anyone else, but yeah, I try to do that. Yes. Yes.
I've tried something. So self-reliance is equal to guilt into ownership.
Self-reliance is equal to guilt into ownership. Can you explain this equation?
So he became self-reliant. After he had the guilt, that because of him, I had to suffer relationship.
Okay.
And ownership is what he got out of it. So if the ownership increases and the guilt reduces, self-reliance
Higher, obviously. Okay, fair enough. Okay. It can be division. It should be division actually. It is actually division.
Oh.
No, that's okay. Okay. Yeah, no, I said I have to be a little slower now. Yeah. Okay. So now the equation actually changes if you're coaching Raj. Can you see that? Do you think the same equation can be applied when you're coaching Raj? No, right? It will be a different equation. What could be the problems Raj could be facing in this situation? Any idea? Does it talk about it, anything? I don't think the situation talks about it, but as a coach, what do you think will come out when you, let's say, discuss this with Raj? Yeah, you can take a mic, yeah.
So, because he took 3 days, because he didn't understand the problem and he took the task, so he could commit, he could understand the situation in the day one and could raise the hand for the understanding the problem itself. So, before committing, he should have knowledge of the problem and then he could have raised it at time.
Fair enough. So, I am giving 2 chocolates to the people who made equation, 1 to you, okay, and 1 to Reshma. Yes, and Pankaj. Yes. Yes.
Rate of resolution of a problem is equal to urgency of the situation
Okay.
into willingness of the helper
Willingness of the helper. Okay, interesting.
to resolve into approachability of the helper.
Oh my God, it's a 1 into
3.
2 into 3. Three variables.
Yeah, so if all 3 are high, then the problem will get resolved very fast.
Okay, so all 3 have to be high. So this looks to me like that risk matrix. You have seen that risk matrix? क्या क्या होता है उसमें? Impact measure करने के लिए? Probability, impact, severity. Yeah, you can take this chocolate, by the way. Okay, so you earn chocolate, you know how you earn chocolates, right, for this session. Okay, perfect. So keep these equations with you. You might require this in your coaching journey. It might help you in your coaching journey, what is there. Okay, so are we ready to go for the next? So by the way, this scenario is called a party mist. This is called as a party mist. Now the next scenario is very much, I'm affiliable, I have a very affinity with that scenario and I'm making it very, very upfront here. One of the characters is me in that. Okay, I can't name the people here, I can't name the organization here, but that next scenario happened with me in a real world which has happened. Okay, so let us understand the next scenario what is there. Okay, so this is what it is. Okay, this is what it is. Don't try to figure out who I am in that, okay? Okay, you know, okay? Okay, so 2 o'clock on one fine day, a female employee approaches her manager. And she says that I need an urgent half-day leave. Pre-COVID, don't try to infer कि COVID हो गया वगैरह. It's a pre-COVID example. ये सब बताना पड़ता है आजकल, by the way. Yeah, it's a pre-COVID example. So 2 o'clock, there's a lady called Anita who approaches her manager and says that I want to urgently go home for leave. The manager approves the leave. Okay, the manager approves the leave. That's it. Leave approve हो गया आपका. Okay, now 3 o'clock, the manager's manager Raj contacts this person and tells, I want to urgently meet this lady. There's some discussion which we want to initiate. And on inquiry, he finds out that the manager has already sanctioned half a day leave. Okay, and the person is not available in office. Now the conversation takes a different turn altogether. The manager blasts this person and says, did you ask her the reason? उसको क्यों छुट्टी चाहिए? ऐसा suddenly क्या हो गया? लंच को तो थी हमारे साथ, लेकिन ऐसा क्या हो गया कि 2 बजे वो घर चली गई? Okay, and then this person says, नहीं मैंने ये reason नहीं पूछा, मैंने reason बिल्कुल नहीं पूछा, मैंने उसको छुट्टी चाहिए था, मैंने देखा deliverable पे impact नहीं हो रहा है कुछ, और अगर हो भी रहा होता तो I would have replaced that person on that day and someone else would have done that work. So इसलिए मैंने पूछा नहीं. Now Raj actually blasts Rahul and says, henceforth कोई भी छुट्टी मांगेगा पूरा उसका मुझे ये चिट्ठा बिट्टा चाहिए. बंदा कहाँ पे जा रहा है? हॉस्पिटल जा रहा है तो हॉस्पिटल का एड्रेस चाहिए मुझे, कौन से हॉस्पिटल में जा रहा है, कौन डॉक्टर है, ओके, स्पाउसेस नंबर भी चाहिए मुझे इफ द पर्सन इज मैरिड, ओके, पर्सनल ईमेल आईडी भी चाहिए. ओके, ऑब्वियसली दिस केस वाज एस्केलेटेड टू एचआर. दिस केस वाज एस्केलेटेड टू एचआर. नो प्राइजेस फॉर गेसिंग दैट. ये तो होगा ही केस एस्केलेट एचआर को. द लेडी एक्चुअली एस्केलेटेड दिस केस टू एचआर एंड ऑब्वियसली दोनों का क्या हालत होगा आपको पता चल गया होगा. राइट, टू मेल बॉसेस एंड अ लेडी एम्प्लॉय. Okay, now let us now take here the person who needs help. Who's the person who needs help here? किसका problem है यहाँ पे? Raj का problem है. So let's say Raj comes to you for a coaching intervention, or yeah, HR refers Raj to you for a coaching intervention. कि भाई इसका थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम है, जरा देख लो इसको क्या प्रॉब्लम है. ये सब कौन लेता है इतना सब कुछ? I don't think, I hope you have not given this the information, right, when you apply for a leave. Spouse's number, WhatsApp number, your number, hospital ka number. Right? I hope you are not sharing those details. So now, is the situation clear to everyone? Okay, so now you have to coach Raj. The person you are coaching here is Raj. Identify an equation which comes to your mind from that list, what is there. And obviously the usual things happened. They tried to call Anita, she did not pick up the phone. She was in some meeting or somewhere. Yeah, can we give the mic to him?
Disappointment equal to expectation minus reality.
I was expecting this equation. Disappointment is equal to expectation minus reality. So what is missing in this equation in this situation? Reality. Reality is missing. Reality is missing in this equation, and that's why the disappointment is on the higher side. Disappointment is on the higher side. Okay, so disappointment is equal to expectation minus reality. Anyone else? Any equation out of the equations which are there? Narcissism. Okay, interesting. So this is another equation, narcissism. And what is that equation? Okay. So one more equation we have had here. Okay, about narcissism is equal to self-esteem raised to the power 2 multiplied by entitlement. That is the equation what we have. Okay, first of all, let me ask this question. When you apply for a, and don't name your company here, okay, let's not name companies here. Just a simple question. Do you have to give reason for your leave when you apply? No? So legally you are not supposed to give reason if you have a leave balance. It's only, if you ask me legally, LWP applies for a reason, leave without pay. But ideally I am not supposed to tell what is the reason. There could be a medical reason which I don't want to disclose. There could be some personal issues which I might be having, or I might have to pick my kid from the school. But I am not supposed to legally disclose it. Okay, of course हम इंडिया में सब कुछ बता देते हैं. हम तो ये भी बताते हैं कि सैटरडे को how was the योद्धा मूवी, ये भी हम डिस्कस करते हैं मंडे मॉर्निंग को. दिस इज नॉट एक्चुअली सपोज टू बी डन. आई मीन मंडे मॉर्निंग द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन विच यू आस्क इज हाउ वाज योर वीकेंड, व्हाट डिड यू डू. आई एम नॉट सपोज टू टेल यू व्हाट आई डिड ऑन माय वीकेंड, राइट? Whether I watched Yodha movie or whether I went for some conference, APJ conference, I'm not supposed to tell you that. Unless I decide I should not be telling you that, right? And you should not also be expecting. But यहाँ पे, this was what the problem was. So any thoughts? Any other equation? One is narcissism, one is regret. Any other? Yes, you can give the mic to her.
My name is Sanjeevani. I think it can be faith is equal to belief minus intellect.
Okay, can you explain this equation,
I
please?
think there was a lack of faith, and because he did not believe that the reason why Anita, right, has taken leave is the valid reason. I'm only little bit puzzled about intellect. So
okay, let's see that. Faith is equal to belief upon intellect, right? That is what you are saying, right?
16.
16th, yes, this one. Faith is equal to belief upon intellect. Okay. Anyone else? There's one more equation.
They are asking about all the data, right?
Exactly.
And
They're
that's
asking all the
what.
data. Perfect, yes.
That's what might be the intellect part of it. I mean, not
Okay.
intellect part, but that's the data they are asking.
Perfect, perfect. You are coaching whom, by the way? Remember whom you are coaching. You are coaching
Raj.
the manager's manager.
Raj. So we are saying that there is not a faith. You are not showing that, right? I
You are
mean,
not
he
showing-
was not. He was not.
There's a lack of faith.
That lack of faith, and why? Because of all this.
Perfect. Okay.
He is
Anyone
not
else?
believing.
Yes.
Believing.
Number 14.
Yes. Which one?
Happiness is equal to wanting what you have and having having what you have. So this situation, I look at it, everybody is kind of unhappy, including manager.
No, the lady was not unhappy. Huh? The lady
No.
was not unhappy there in that situation.
Yeah, so probably when she comes back, then she will be unhappy.
हाँ, मेरा परफॉर्मेंस अप्रेजल कैसे होगा अब, राइट? मेरा परफॉर्मेंस अप्रेजल में क्या होगा? अब तो गया मेरा, बैंड चला गया मेरा, right? Yes. Okay, I got your point. I take your point. Yes. So that's why you're saying happiness.
Happiness.
Happiness. Okay. What about okay, yeah, I think we have one more person.
One more, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think narcissism is self-esteem square into entitlement.
That is what she also said. Yeah, I agree with. Okay, so you are agreeing with that? Yes. Number 5. Okay, you go ahead.
Integrity equal to authenticity into invisibility into reliability.
This one, okay, the 3 factor. Okay. Integrity is equal to authenticity into invisibility into reliability. What is invincibility? That मैं जो करता हूँ वही सब सच है, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Right? My world or the highway, right? My way or the highway. Sorry. Okay, perfect. Okay. Anyone would like to form a new equation for this situation? I would be happy to hear that equation. New equation for this situation. And look at the personality attributes of the people there. One is a command and control personality, one is very empathetic, and one is very dedicated to her project work. The person who asked for leave is very dedicated to her project work. The person, the manager is command and control, and Rahul, who basically approved the leave, is very empathetic. Too goody to be. I wish we had such bosses. छुट्टी चाहिए ले लो, 10 दिन ले लो. 10 दिन क्यों, 15 दिन ले लो. नहीं, वो dangerous है. अभी मत. Have you got such bosses, by the way? Very two goody bosses. Yes. I have another game, by the way. I think many of you would have played that game, Queen of Hearts, जिसमें ऐसे एक कैरेक्टर है, जिसमें एक हार्ट वाला बॉस है. हार्ट मतलब पूरा इमोशनल बॉस. कुछ नहीं पूछेगा, कहाँ जाने जाओ, बिंदास जाओ. You are going to Kashmir, you are going to Himalayas, go ahead and come back, right? Right, and then there's a spade personality, which is very like a command and control personality. Yes. Anyone with an equation here? Yes. Again, we have Reshma. Yeah. I think आपको chocolate बहुत पसंद आया. ये आपने dessert लिया नहीं है. ये आपने dessert नहीं लिया lunch में. हाँ.
Okay, so I have an equation where there is all negative per this scenario, but we can also translate it to the all positive ones.
Okay.
So it says lack of trust, because this behavior that Rahul is now exhibiting is clearly talking about lack of trust, is equal to lack of transparency into lack of ownership.
Okay. Lack of transparency into lack of ownership. Perfect.
Right. So if we want to make it all positive, we can say trust is equal to transparency into ownership.
Ownership. Perfect. Okay. Here you earn another chocolate. So you have to earn a chocolate. Okay. ऐसे नहीं मिलेगा. वो बच जाएगा, वो सब घर चला जाएगा मेरे. Yes. Okay. Anyone else? I think there's one more person who had an equation there. We'll give chance to him, and then I'll come to you. Yes, I'll come to you. We'll get the mic.
It's similar to trust. Trust, I think, credibility plus reliability.
Credibility plus reliability. Yeah. And what's your name, please? Also.
Pramod Gogi.
Pramod Gogi. Yeah. Oh yes, Pramod. Hi. Hi. Seeing you after a long time. Yeah. Yes. You had an equation.
Yeah. I think again on the similar line, but having different equation. So I also go for trust, which equal to value divided by belief system.
Okay. Trust is equal to
value divided by belief.
Value divided by belief system. Okay. But then your belief has to be higher, or belief has to be higher. Right? तो पूरा नीचे आ जाएगा equation. Right. Multiply होगा फिर. Multiply होगा इधर. Okay. So yes, now you realize why maths is important in life as agile coaches. So I think अब आपको maths के teacher को जाके थोड़ा gift दे के आना इसके बाद कि आपने बहुत अच्छा पढ़ाया. I could do agile coaching because of this. क्योंकि multiplication division ये सब सोचना पड़ता है क्या क्या है. Right. So I think now you got the importance of mathematics in high school, right? That's my hidden agenda of this program. Okay. Let us move ahead. Yes. Any questions?
Yeah. Hope you don't have chocolate. You have chocolates.
I have a lot of chocolates. Don't worry. नहीं तो मैं इनको भेजूंगा chocolate लाने के लिए.
Okay, I'm just kidding. So it's on trust, but like empathy is lacking in Raj, and positivity also is lacking, and the experience also, because the kind of questions he's trying to ask is showing that he's having less experience in dealing as a manager.
Perfect. Great. I'll give you. So if I would have been in your case, I would have given this equation. Wisdom is equal, by the way, this is not a reflection of your wisdom. नहीं तो आप immediately अपना experience उसमें डालोगे, calculator में बोलोगे मेरा ये कितना है, score कितना है, wisdom कितना है मेरा. Wisdom is equal to square root of experience. अब देख लो आपका wisdom कितना है. नहीं, just kidding. So wisdom is equal to square root of experience. That is what I would have put it here. Okay. First one, I would have put it this. I'm also revealing what I would have put in from those equations. I have not framed any new equation. I'm just picking from those equations which are there. Okay. Hope this is sounding an exciting exercise to all of you. Yes. Are you enjoying? Yes. Okay, great, great. I never knew that mathematics class would be so exciting. Okay, let's go to scenario 3. A stressful marriage. Interesting. Two lady employees, huh? One manager, one junior. Let's be gender neutral here also, right? Two lady employees talking to each other. Please read the scenario. So Anita and Radhika. Radhika is the manager. Anita is the team member. This is also a real-time scenario, happened in one of my teams. So you have to coach whom here? Radhika ko coach karna hai. And I'll be also interested to know how, if you are a male employee, how will we coach her? Two ladies ka ye hai, coaching stance. Okay, yes. Any thoughts? What do you think about Radhika? Yeah, pick up an equation, na? I think आपको equation दिया हुआ है. Pick up an equation. Radhika, obviously. 1. Let's see. 7th, right? Workaholism. What you are running from and what you are living for, okay? And can you explain the reason why? Why do you think that? If you can just let me know the reason also. Yes, go ahead. Mike, wait. Can you give me the mic at the back?
Radhika has Radhika here is a workaholic, and I think she has made some decision on her own that she will not be able to give 100%, and based on the situation.
So it's not about workaholism. Workaholism is 80 घंटे मैं आपसे काम करवा रहा हूँ. It is more about biases. If you look at it, this problem is more about biases. Can't you see that? Like मेरे साथ ऐसा हुआ तो सबके साथ ऐसा ही होगा. I drive a car, मैं कार ड्राइव करता हूँ, मेरा 100% एक्सीडेंट होता है तो सबका एक्सीडेंट होगा. Right? Biases. Yes. Envy. Yes, please explain. 16. Let's see. 16. Yes. Which one? Envy.
Ashutush, I was singing 16.
16.
Faith.
Faith. Faith is equal to belief upon intellect. Sure? Faith is equal to belief upon intellect. Yes, go ahead.
Equation 2.
Who's speaking? Sorry, if you can. Equation 2.
Yeah. Disappointment is equal to expectation minus reality.
Okay, same one. Why? So can you explain the reason?
Yeah. So she cannot expect that she will face the same problems as she did.
Correct.
Right? So reality can be different.
This is. Different. Okay. Yes.
There are 216, but I leave on driving because positively negative she has. Positively congratulated her and everything. But from a negative perspective, she has
Okay, so which one you are picking up? 16. Thriving. Thriving is equal to frequency of positive upon frequency of negative. Okay, you are trying to put in a balanced kind of a viewpoint there. Okay, fair enough. Okay, any other thoughts? Any other thoughts or any other new equation which you would like to create out of this? Any new equation? Calling is equal to pleasure upon pain.
Because initially she has the pleasure of the Ankita is getting married, and that's reason she has approved leave for the 2 weeks. But later he was getting in the pain mode. Suppose she marries, then he will complete his work or not. That reason he is called Anita and told regarding the decision.
Okay. So I think your neighbor also has to. He next to Prashant.
Empathy is equals to reality minus biases.
New equation, right?
It's a new equation.
New equation. हाँ, I could feel मैं ढूंढने लगे उधर. हाँ, empathy is equal to reality minus
biases.
Biases. Okay. So biases should be 0. Yes. Biases should be, yeah. You earn a chocolate. Yes. Can you give to Kamal?
For the empathy equation, I had another equation for empathy. So empathy is experience minus reality. So her experience minus in reality that she was a dedicated team member, right?
So she is missing on the reality front.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So yes, you can take the chocolate.
Something different from this. Trust is equal to vocalism divided by perception.
Trust is equal to vocalism divided by?
Perception. Because she has a perception like once she married, she's not going to perform.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, great. So I think you are doing great. You are doing great in mathematics and trying to come out with these nice equations which are there, right? Nice equations which we have as a part of it. Okay. Yeah. So we have seen some of these equations which are there, and we took these scenarios so far. So what are the scenarios we have taken so far? If you look at it, we have talked about a party missed, an unapproved leave, a stressful honeymoon. A stressful honeymoon, what is there, okay? So what we will do is, we'll have a small role play now, okay? Just to change the monotony of the situation, we'll have a small role play. I'll request her to come here, okay? And in this role play, she is manager, I am a subordinate, okay? Safe to play, right? She's subordinate, she's my manager, so maybe she will sit here.
True life incidents?
No. This is a fictional work. This is fictional work, okay? So you can take this mic. Okay, so this is what she has done, and she has called me for an urgent meeting at workplace. So I'm going into her cabin. This is a cabin, cabin समझ लो उसको. So I'm going into her cabin. Let's see what happens. मैं काम तो किया है मैंने, अब पता नहीं क्यों बुलाया बॉस ने, right? And that too on a Friday evening, शाम को 5 बजे. Very deadly time to have meetings, by the way. Friday evening 5 बजे. किसी को काम करने की इच्छा नहीं होती, फिर भी बुलाया मुझे अभी. Okay, so I'll go and meet her. Okay, hi Swapna, you called me, hi. Right? Yeah. Oh, hi.
Good evening.
Good evening, yeah.
Yes. Okay, I'll just shift here. Yeah. So how are you doing?
I'm doing great, yeah, all well.
So I just want to say that you are aware that we are now going to have that performance appraisal and all, right?
Yes, I know it happens during these months
yeah,
only.
so I would say you know the ordeal, right? So we do it, means there is nothing new in the process. So same procedure what we are
right, it's the same form,
yeah.
nothing changes year on year, same form.
So I just want to, I want you to understand it ki, yes, this year we are certainly thinking of you to get the next level promotion, okay? So means before performance, because we know, we are aware what you are putting efforts, and I just wanted you to understand ki, let's just go through this process, okay? But yes, we are aware of your efforts,
okay,
and we really value your contribution to the team. So just be rest assured, and we'll be there, okay?
Okay, sure.
So just go through the processes, whatever there are, but yes, we are thinking for your next level promotion.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Really
And
appreciate.
have a great weekend.
Wow. काम करते हैं, फोन करते हैं. हेलो राहुल, अरे आज शाम को ना पार्टी को करते हैं आज शाम को, ठीक है? विल मीट फॉर अ नाइस पार्टी टुडे इवनिंग, ओके? आज शाम को पार्टी को मिलते हैं एंड वी विल सी देयर, ओके? पार्टी में मिलते हैं, okay? So 1 month later, no, we'll still continue. 1 month later, let's see what happens. 1 month later, let us see what happens. So I've got an email just now. Assume that I've got an email just now, okay? And I'm just looking into it, email. After 1 month, huh? Oh God, what is this? I think I have to meet my manager immediately. Hi, can I come in quickly? So no, I know. See, you told me last time that you'll give me promotion. I see Kamal has got a promotion now. What happened now? I mean, I was considered for promotion, right? मेरा नाम ही नहीं है लिस्ट में.
Ashutosh, you know, I told you also, okay, I was considering you, and we were like on the
I
team.
spent that day 10,000 rupees on my friend's party.
But Ashutosh, you know, means I already said it to you that we are considering, and you are still there. You are absolutely a valuable employee
No,
to
but
us,
how can you give it to Kamal? उसने कुछ काम ही नहीं किया last year में.
But that's what I'm saying. Ki there are last minute some glitches, and so this time we could not give it to you.
No, what are the glitches? That means someone has done something wrong, or impartiality हुआ है.
No, Ashutosh, you should not think like that, you know. But there were some few unavoidable, I would say, processes or constraints that I could not ignore. So, you know, so you will get it, you know.
No, when our promotion happens once in a year.
Yeah, so you will get it.
कर दिया अपना 3 days के book कर दिया.
I tell you, it will happen. So just be there, calm down. And yeah, we will consider you. So
no, this
just
is not done. I think I'll have to look for a job outside now. I think the market is also going to be good. I know you're taking advantage of me. Market भी खराब है. I know that.
No, you should not think like that. Just think like.
अगर Trump आ गया ना तो market अच्छा हो जाएगा. फिर आप परेशानी में आ जाओगे. अच्छा resource छोड़ दोगे आप.
I would say you are a valuable employee. I repeat myself. That day also said a month back when we had a meeting. I said you are a good employee. We value your contribution, but just calm down and just think that we are considering you and we'll give you promotion. Next level promotion, you will get it eventually. Yeah? So just now, can I get back to my work?
No, you're supposed to work for me actually. You're supposed to enable my promotion. You did not do that.
I'll get back to my meeting and then I'll meet you afterwards. Is it okay with you?
Okay,
yeah,
fine.
Thank you.
Okay. So now you have to coach me. You clearly know what is the problem. Where is the problem here? You have to coach me. अच्छा आप ऐसे बात नहीं करते थे अभी तक आप लोग ऐसे बात नहीं करते थे कैसे बात करते थे वो very politely yes you learned how to talk to your manager okay no don't use that it was just for this role play I just used some कुछ चीज़ें advantage ले लिया मैंने yes anyone like how will you coach me I'm the problem here yes expectation minus reality okay yes anxiety is equal to uncertainty into powerlessness. Yeah, I mean, I cannot do anything, even she cannot do anything. We all know that, right? Again, I'm not trying to defend here. There could be problems in promotion, but many times manager के हाथ में नहीं होता. We have to acknowledge the fact. We have to acknowledge the fact कि manager के हाथ में नहीं होता. He or she can just recommend your name. ऊपर जाके क्या होता है किसी को नहीं पता चलता. Right? Promotion के बारे में मैं बात कर रहा हूँ. I'm talking more about promotion. Okay, salary hike, promotion, these are very sensitive issues. And obviously we all know that there's always a comparison which happens. There's always a parity check which happens. And based on that, they take a call. Based on that, they actually go ahead and take a call. Kisko dena? Anyone else? Huh?
Happy. So it's 14 wanting what you have divided by having what you want.
Yeah, but that happiness should not have been done. It should have thrown a party.
No.
Obviously no.
But in this case, is there like you want more, but you are having less, correct? So this equation fits in that situation.
Okay, perfect. Yes, Pankaj is talking.
Faith is equal to belief upon intellect.
Faith is equal to belief upon intellect. Okay, tell me.
Very high belief that okay, you have got the promotion.
Okay.
Perhaps little bit of intellect that let's wait.
और intellect ही नहीं था मेरे पास. Good. Yes. Can you give it to Reshma again, please, at your back?
So I'm going to first go with.
Sorry. Yes. Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Reshma.
Disappointment is equal to what was said or committed minus what was done.
Okay, interesting. This is a new equation.
Yeah.
Oh, disappointment is equal to, can you repeat? What was committed?
What was said, what was committed to you or communicated minus what was done.
What was done. So what was done was 0.
Yeah. So
that is what? So you are basically putting blame on her. Her in the sense manager. Her in the sense manager. Okay, let's not make it personal. Her in the sense manager. You're talking more from that angle. Both these equations are coming from. I'll give you but this might be a little controversial equation.
So actually, when I rethink about this, I should actually reverse the order. What was done minus what was said.
Okay.
What was expected or said or committed. And then you can replace disappointment by saying attrition.
Okay. Okay. That's a nice excuse. No, always attrition. Hai.
Yeah, absolutely.
For the first part, when you were very happy, so we can say curiosity is equal to wonder plus awe.
Perfect. Yeah, I was on cloud nine, right? So I threw a party and all.
And you called your friends and told.
Yes, yes. Okay. Let me go to that first slide. Okay. Now she's got a point. This is the problem. This is the problem. वही हो गया ना जो 15th November 2023 को हुआ था 1.4 billion people of this country. We all thought हमने World Cup जीत लिया. 19 November the balloon burst by 6 o'clock in the evening. 240 all out India. That's a good point. That's a good point. मैंने सोचा ही नहीं यार ये seriously मैंने सोचा नहीं था. हाँ ये गलती हुआ है. ये गलती हुआ है. अब मैं सोच रहा हूँ down no that's it. I should have invited her सबसे पहले. I should have invited the manager to the party. Yes, Ajay has. Can you give the mic to Ajay, please?
I think the problem is at both the ends. You have to coach both the guys. One, the manager आपको हवे में लेके गया.
हवे में नहीं.
If she knew, if the manager knew that she's committing something that she may not be able to deliver, then there is a problem.
For the manager, the integrity wala is there. Integrity, authenticity.
Wait, let's see. One.
Let's
see.
The problem is you also went on the chane ke jar.
Obviously ना मैनेजर बोलेगा तो मैं पीछे गया.
We as employees also have to realize
Perfect.
that जब तक letter हाथ में नहीं आता, nothing is true.
Exactly. It is all हवे में बात.
So problems are at both the ends. It's not one side that is wrong or the other side is correct. Both the sides are wrong. And I believe the manager should have acted in a little more discreet manner.
Okay.
As compared to, because if I listen to a good news, I want to, stand on the Qutub Minar and let the whole world know about it. That is what happened. But then the manager. The other problem is, why did you receive an email rather than manager coming and informing you? See, again, a communication challenge is happening. So I think the problems are in
Both sides. Okay. Fair enough. Okay.
And for the manager, like in the just to add to his, so the equation of integrity is equal to authenticity into invisibility into reliability will be there, because what the manager said they did not do it.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Great. You are doing great. Okay. So this was about this. So what I did was I covered the fifth scenario first, and we thought that we'll do it in a different way. A promotion missed. वही वो scenario है. Okay. वही वो scenario है. A promotion missed. ओके होली कब थी? फेमस डायलॉग ऑफ शोले. कब है होली? कब थी होली?
अभी हो गई.
आप लोगों ने खेली? किसने खेली? आई वॉज एक्चुअली ड्रैग टू प्ले होली. आई वॉज नॉट इंटेंडिंग टू प्ले, बट दैट डे अवर नेबर्स आके उठा के लेके गए कि होली खेलो. सबने खेली, राइट? यू एंजॉयड होली. ओके, सो द नेक्स्ट सिनेरियो इज अबाउट होली, द फेस्टिवल ऑफ कलर्स. Okay, and this is a slightly sensitive scenario because obviously Holi is a big festival in India. But imagine you have to play Holi with your on-site coordinator. किसने करा है by the way ये daring किया आज तक किसी ने? On-site coordinator के साथ होली खेला. He was not an Indian.
Real Holi क्या?
You have done. You seem to be a pretty.
Means virtual.
Visitors.
He was an Indian? No. European. Okay. So I think this you should be able to answer this scenario. Okay. Let us see this. Let us see this scenario which is there, and this is not an on-site coordinator, this is your employee only, your company's employee only, who's actually from any other country you can take. Okay, so this is what it is. So you have a person from your foreign office visiting India during the Holi period. Okay, and your team has done a great job. As always. Okay, and he applauds the entire team for the good work they have done, and they decide to celebrate Holi on the upcoming Friday. Holi is on Friday by the way, उसमें clear हो रहा है. होली कब है मत पूछो मुझे, उसमें लिखा हुआ है Friday को होली है. Okay, so what happens is this person Ebin, he is curious enough. So what he does is he goes on YouTube and watches some videos on Holi क्या है YouTube पे. Okay, please be in mind YouTube पे उसने videos देख लिए कुछ होली के. And then he also reads a few reports of pre-Holi celebrations going wrong. Okay, where there are examples of eve teasing and what happened, right? He sees that, okay, some eve teasing incidents. And then what happens eventually on a Friday, this person refuses to come and play Holi. He's not a client, he's your team member only. He's your team member only or your manager who's from another country. Okay, and now these people are worried. These people request that usko kisi tarah se leke aao Holi khelne. Okay, now who would you like to coach here? किसको कोच करोगे सबसे पहले? So there are multiple problems in this scenario. So first of all, if you remember, whenever you are going on site, which is the mandatory training you all have to undergo? Culture exchange training, right? You all know that, right? I mean, what are the food habits? What is offensive to them? What is our culture? There's a cultural training which happens, right? And it's mandatory training. उसके बगैर आपका visa ही process नहीं होगा. They'll first ask you कि वो पहले training किया है कि नहीं, उसमें pass भी होना पड़ता है. Remember, you have to pass also in that. Yes, Kamal? That's what I was coming to that. वो missing है क्या इसमें? That is a good point you made. ये question मेरा भी था एक company में कि हम लोग तो देते हैं, वो लोग इतना training लेके attend करते हैं या एक ही दिन में उनको visa मिल जाता है? Now that Indian government has become so lenient, उनको एक दिन में visa मिल जाता है, right? That is a very valid point. That is exactly what I was bringing. What do you think? Do they undergo a training like this? Sure? No? Maybe yes. We don't know. We don't know. It depends on organization. But yes, he has a very valid point कि खाली ताली एक हाथ से नहीं बजती ना, ताली दोनों हाथों से बजती है. So that is what this problem is. That is what this problem is, which is there. Where this person just, so what is another problem with Eben in this case, apart from the fact that he or she might not have attended any training? Yeah, he could have asked these people, right? What is Holi? What do you do in Holi? What is expected, right? That is what it is all about, right? So what will be the equation for Eben here? For Eben, what will be the, yes, you can give the mic to her.
Anxiety equal to uncertainty into powerlessness.
Anxiety is equal to uncertainty into?
Powerlessness, because I'm into different countries, so I'm powerless here. Anyone can do anything. And the uncertainty, because I don't know, it's a festival of colors, but there is something different can happen.
Yeah, and that's why I took this example. Diwali, so everyone will celebrate with us. The real challenge is Holi, yes? Wisdom is equal to root cause?
So that is why...
The wisdom is lesser?
Yeah.
In case of Holi, you are saying. The experience almost zero hai. It's zero ho gaya wo. Perfect. Yes? Anything else? Sorry? Love, joy is equal to love minus fear. So basically, that fear should have been reduced. That love for culture. I think there was a very important topic which came in yesterday's panel discussion. You remember Manoj was there and Meenakshi was also there. They're discussing कि जब client लोग आते हैं तो हमें traditional dresses में क्यों आना पड़ता है? Okay, I did not talk there, but I am in support of that, right? See, so अगर वैसे नहीं करना तो let's not even celebrate traditional day, right? हम लोग celebrate करते हैं 15 अगस्त को wear तिरंगा वाला dress, right? Then maybe नवरात्रि पे you come in those 9 colors का एक WhatsApp group चलता रहता है. आपके ऑफिस के WhatsApp group में escalation सब पीछे रह जाते हैं, वही आता है सबसे ऊपर. आज ये कलर का पहन के आना है, right? We all have seen that. So let's not even follow that, right? That is my opinion again, okay? I'm not saying who's right or wrong. But basically, yes. I mean, it's all about the cultural exchange what is coming out here. Okay? It's all about cultural exchange. As a coach, you might get these scenarios. By the way, has anyone encountered such similar scenarios in their life? Or I'm the only unique species in this world जो यहाँ पे अपने 1 घंटे से बोले जा रहा है? Have you experienced something similar? Not exactly same, but similar scenarios. Yes, Ajay sir?
Interesting scenario. And I came back from America. My mind was Americanized and all that stuff. And then I had a major assignment in Thailand. And those days I was a senior engineer. So I went out there, suited, booted, and there was a female who was in hijab. All that I did was, good morning. I put my hand out to shake. And that's normal in India, normal in America. It was considered sexual. Immediately I had to put down. Hangama ho gaya in the first 5 minutes of my consulting assignment at the organization.
So how did you come back? Let's have a clap for him. सर 2 चॉकलेट आपके लिए. ये आपने कभी किस्सा बताया नहीं वैसे. ये बताया नहीं जाते, but I'm appreciative of the fact that he opened up here. I mean something very serious. I mean we are laughing right now, but it's a very issue. 5 minutes into his consulting assignment, he is into a deep trouble. Right? Imagine what situation it would have happened, right? I mean, yes, I mean, we all do it very unintentionally. Sorry? He's asking.
I didn't have cultural training for that, but when I came back and I told my organization this, they understood it, and then a few months later, I was supposed to go to Japan. My boss called, and he said, Ajay, you are going to Japan, last time ये हो गया था, तो तुमको कुछ पता था. बताओ, बोला, when you go to Japan, you don't have to do a handshake. I said, then, बोला, you have to put your feet like this, and then you have to bow. I said, I will do that. Well, no, the degree of your bend.
It's the interesting.
I said, okay, fine. Well, no, when you bend, that other guy will also respect you, so he'll also bend. Well, but when you bend, you have to keep your eyes on that guy. About you. Well, if you start getting up before he gets up, before he stands up, you would have insulted.
My God. Okay.
हमारे यहाँ अरे गुणवादी बोला बहुत मेहरबानी किए थे. That is also the first incident happened. I came back. I told the story in the organization. There is this cultural sensitization started happening.
Perfect.
You always need a catastrophe.
I like that statement. You always need a catastrophe to improve. Perfect.
You take an example of 9/11 in America. Those guys, those days never knew where Afghanistan was. And then see what happened.
Perfect. Any other thoughts? Yeah, I think that those are very nice examples what he gave, right? Yes, Sanjeevni. Fear is equal to assumption plus awareness? Into. Excuse me. Perfect. Okay. You can take the chocolate.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, I think nice discussions happening here. But yes, I mean this was more on the cultural sensitivities, as you would have seen, right? Lot of things on cultural sensitivities, and we invariably make those mistakes. We invariably make those mistakes in our life. We think that what works for X will work for Y. Right? What works for X will work for Y. Even within our country, there is so much of diversity, we all know. Diversity in terms of regional imbalances. The dialect in India, forget India, dialect in Maharashtra changes from Pune when you go to Mumbai or Nashik, right? It completely changes. The perception changes, right? I mean, a very classic example, right? Mota bhai is for a bigger elder brother, right? But it is considered something else in Hindi language, Mota bhai. Right? It apparently appears that I'm trying to deride that person by talking about his or her weight, right? So, I mean, those things we have to be aware of, cultural sensitivities which are there. So, one interesting story I will tell you. I was working out of Pune. I was working out of Pune for a major part of my career, if not too major, but at least 4 to 5 years. And one person told me that when I'm going to have a meeting with you, I'm not going to schedule a meeting between 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock. I said, why? No, Pune people don't work between 1 to 4 p.m. I said, who told you? No, that's so, I know, my wife is Maharashtrian, she's from Pune. So 1 to 1 से 4 अपन बंद असतं ना दुकान सगळं 1 ते 4 बंद आपल्याला अभिमान असतो, right? So he said that. I said, no, you can schedule a meeting. 1 to 2 मत करो, lunch time है वो. But आप 2 to 4 में कभी भी कर सकते हो, right? It's absolutely no problem in doing a meeting from 2 to 4. Incidentally, Chitale is now open throughout the day. I'm not a brand ambassador for Chitale, but it is open throughout the day now. It's not closed anytime now. Okay, so if you need the bakarwadi, especially people from outside Pune, you can go and buy a bakarwadi from Chitale anytime during the day. Okay. Sorry? Hoga. Yes. So they realize that if they have to survive in business, they have to change management, right? They have to change as a part of it, right? Obviously, it was a legacy which they had carried out for so many years. Now they have removed it, right? That legacy is now gone. And yes, inspect and adapt. We all preach, right? Inspect and adapt. उन्होंने भी क्या होगा अमित जी? उन्होंने भी inspect and adapt किया होगा वहाँ पे, right? So yes, I mean, खाली हम लोग ये jail के custodian नहीं है ना? There is an entire audience outside this ecosystem which is following agile way of working. We may not be knowing that they are doing it. Okay, yes. So yes, I mean, those were the scenarios of what I had. And yes, of course, I would have put for the promotion one, I would have put disappointment is equal to expectation minus reality. For the festival losing its color. Okay, the festival losing its color, I think that slide has gone ahead, but yes, it is more about that cultural sensitivity which we have. Okay, so this is what we have as a part of it. Now, I would like to give an opportunity for you all people to come on the stage. You have to come here, okay, you don't have to sit there. You have to come here and talk about, I think I have only 7 or 8 minutes left of the time allocated. You have to basically share experiences of this workshop with us here. So any one of you would like to come on the stage and talk on it? You liked it, disliked it, okay. Come here and tell that you did not like this. Yes sir, come, please come.
With this workshop.
Okay.
This incident was, I come from Bombay. And Bombay, having a residence or a flat is a big deal. Those days, nowadays. And I went to US and I was working for JP Morgan. And in US, you can commit a murder and get away, but if you're late for a meeting, it's a crime. That is what I understood, and that was a message that was given to me by a lot of people. So the third working day of my in America with JP Morgan, there was a meeting at 9 o'clock. I went, I was in time, I was sitting there. For 15 minutes, the guy who called the meeting didn't come. So everyone was literally worried what happened. And then someone called that guy up and he said, I'm coming in 5. He came in 5, and the moment he came in, he made one statement. Everyone was looking with question with his eyes, kya hua, kahan hai? He said, guys, I had a flat. That was the statement. And everyone was expressing sorrow and sympathy with him. और मेरे जैसे बंदा, ये flat है तो क्या तकलीफ है? चले हम लोग को यहाँ flat नहीं मिलता है. This is what was happening in my mind. Because I had no clue about the vocabulary. So more culture plus vocabulary is equally important, because what you and I speak here is not what they speak out there. So my problem was I couldn't laugh and say, you have a flat, congratulations. Nor could I express anything because I had no clue what it meant. I was clueless, is what I should say. So I kept quiet, but पेट में problem चालू हो गया, क्या हो क्या रहा है. So in the lunch time, a lot of Indians buy one get one free hai वहाँ तो. So I got hold of one of the Indian guy and said, can I have lunch with you? He said, yeah. I said, what is flat? That was the first question I asked. He said, explain the context. I gave him, and he said, India में टायर खराब होता है तो क्या बोलते हैं? मैंने बोला पंचर. अपना तो लोकल भाषा पंचर. बोला पंचर को इधर फ्लैट बोलते हैं. So what I'm saying is that cultural sensitivity is only one part of it. Your dressing sense, how you wear, what you wear becomes important. I was, I'm a teetotaler, I don't drink. So once I was doing a CMMI appraisal in, I'll give you the name of the company, Unisys in UK, Leeds. The guy called me for a drink and I refused to go, and it was an escalation. It was an escalation that the lead appraiser did not come out to socialize with us. So these are the challenges that you and I will have. So I think this is a pretty interesting one, because when you are in Agile, and today in the world where you and I are, where we are globally there, anybody working from anywhere, these kind of cultural sensitivities should become important. And I believe in our systems. Day one when you join, I don't think so any organization is doing a cultural sensitivity induction. In the organization itself, we don't explain our culture. Forget going outside India or going outside Pune also. So within the organization, we don't do, and I feel there's a dearth. And if you and I don't do these kind of things and explain, give scenarios, do role plays, I think we are not doing the right way of inducting a person into an organization and making them understand the way we work out there. That's all.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. So I had a similar experience in US, coffee with milk. Coffee with milk. I asked for coffee with milk and they were looking at puzzled eyes with me. And I should have said what? latte or coffee with cream. We call cream something else, right? We call cream, malai को हम लोग cream बोलते हैं, वहाँ पे cream मतलब milk. So similar experiences. Okay, now a very good point which she brought in. Now the importance of that matrix which I showed you at the beginning. Now you will realize where does this all tie down to. It is all about social awareness. See the third quadrant, it is not just about self-awareness and self-management. Today I cannot exist in isolation. I cannot exist in isolation. I am a part of a larger ecosystem of the world, and that is where the importance of social awareness and relationship management is so important in today's world, right? It's not that I can sit, yes, COVID might have given that impression कि मैं अपने घर में राजा हूँ, I can do whatever I want, right? And I can do whatever things I want to do, right? But no, now we are a part of a larger ecosystem where actually we have to also be concerned about social awareness and relationship management, what is there. Okay, so yes, I wanted to conclude this with this, and I hope these scenarios, what we considered or what we had done as a part of it, it helped you in becoming better leaders, better tools you got at the end of the day today, which you can carry back to your workplace and you can start using it. Okay, so definitely not necessarily you have to be bounded by these 17 equations which are there in this book. There are many more equations. As we saw, there were a lot of creative equations which came out from a lot of people during this conversation. So yes, जैसे बोलते हैं ना, this is more like a guidebook. This is more like a guidebook, but there could be and there will be an equation which is not falling in this. Okay, there will be an equation which probably when you do your coaching engagement, ये 17 में से कहीं भी बैठ नहीं रहा होगा. Okay, you will have to devise your own equation in your coaching journey. That will be your own unique. So you have to become Archimedes, or you have to become, let's say, Thomas Alva Edison, right? E is equal to mc square. Sorry, not Thomas Alva Edison, basically Einstein, yes. Yeah, of course, Thomas Alva Edison also would have had the equation. Einstein's equation E is equal to mc square. वैसे आपका एक unique equation होना चाहिए. Okay, the one which will be there for most of your coaching sessions or what you will develop over a period of time. So yes, I conclude my session with twofold strategy here. As I said, I wanted to basically talk about the tools more from an equation point of view. The hidden agenda was to also let you all know mathematics कहीं नहीं जाने वाला अपने life से. Okay, भले अपने टीचर एग्जाम में पढ़ाई नहीं की होगी, but definitely mathematics is an integral part of our journey which is there, and that was the reason why I thought that I'll pick up this topic. So I wholeheartedly thank you for staying awake. I think no one was sleeping in this entire conversation, so thanks a lot and wishing you all the best in your coaching journey. Thank you.
Okay, one short announcement, right? 1 minute also. So please feel the feedback, right? So we have a feedback slide here. And one announcement, we have a tea break. After tea break, there will be a group picture with everyone, right? Which will be then used for branding. So please stay back for the panel discussion. After panel discussion, we'll be clicking a picture for all of us together. Okay, now I will like to invite another esteemed Agile pioneer, I must say, Ajay Kabra, to felicitate Ashutosh.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. A round of applause.
Yeah, sure.